Hello and welcome to TechSlice. These days, smartwatches aren't the most popular things, especially when we're talking about Android ones. Most manufacturers have pretty much given up on manufacturing new smartwatches and just left it to the most popular ones, like the Apple Watch and the Samsung series. However, a new company has come out and wanted to try their hand at smartwatches and hopefully improve the market. Now I'm going to butcher this name, so I'm sorry about that, but the Movoi Ticwatch series, and today we're reviewing their flagship, the Ticwatch Pro. So roll the intro. Straight off the bat, when you pick up the watch, you'll notice that it's a big watch for sure. Coming from an Apple Watch Series 2 42mm, this is substantially bigger. So for someone with decent sized wrists like me, yeah, it's fine. However, people with smaller wrists, you might be wanting to look somewhere else because it might look a bit silly on your wrist. Now, immediately looking around the design, you'll notice this faux leather band. As soon as you hear faux leather, you may immediately assume bad quality, they should have gone for real leather. Though as soon as you turn it over, you'll notice it's actually rubber backed. You get the best of both worlds with leather looking on the outside here, which everyone will see when you're walking past, but then rubber on the inside. So when you sweat or when you're doing any activities, it's comfortable and you're not going to damage the watch band at all. Though if you still don't like the band, there's quick release, so you can easily swap it out for another wristband and change it to a full leather or full rubber, whatever your heart desires. The overall build of the watch is what I consider average. It's a mixture between metal, plastic and glass for the front. You'll notice on the face of the watch here, we've got glass covering the screen, which I'll get onto a bit later, and then metal around that. However, as soon as you look onto the sides of the watch and out where the band connects to the watch itself, it's black plastic, which does degrade the quality and the looks of the watch a bit. However, looking at the price point, which I'll tell you a bit later, it's definitely normal for this price point. On the side here, we do have two buttons. The bottom one is programmable, so you can make it launch most apps, or any app that you want. So currently I've got it set to Google Pay, so it's quick open up Google Pay so you can tap for things. And the top one is your back button and also apps menu. So when you're on the home screen, you click that button, it gets into your apps menu, standard Wear OS things. This leads me on to the main selling feature of the watch, which is its dual screens. Now we all heard dual screen smartphones, blah, blah, blah. This is completely different technology. On the watch itself, we've got an LCD screen and then an AMOLED screen, both coming in at 1.3 inches. These screens serve two different functions. The AMOLED screen is for your regular smartwatch things, so when you raise your wrist to look at the time, you interact with apps, notifications, that's all normal. And most smartwatches do use an OLED or AMOLED screen of some sort. The LCD is where it gets interesting though. When the watch is off, or the main screen is off, this LCD screen turns on and provides a basic look at the time, your steps, your battery percentage and the date. Now you may be asking, oh well, can't I just keep always on screen on my AMOLED screen on then? Well, the great thing about this LCD screen is it uses hardly any power. When you use always on your regular AMOLED screen for your smartwatch, you usually get 1 day max. Though with this mix of using your AMOLED and your LCD screen, the watch is rated for 2 to 5 days of use. But then you can go for full essentials mode. Turns the AMOLED screen completely off, and you're then only going to be using the LCD, which you can still access your heart rate, but it's limited functionality, just so your steps, time, date, heart rate, that kind of thing. And then in this mode, the watch is rated up to 30 days of battery life, which is pretty cool. Just a quick rundown of specs before I get onto my daily use of the watch. The Ticwatch Pro has a 415 mAh battery, 512 megabytes of RAM with 4 GB storage. It also has GPS, Bluetooth 4.2, IP68 water and dust resistance rating, and NFC for Google Pay payments. Now onto my daily use of the watch. So for the past few months now, I've been wearing this watch every day. to work, to school, that kind of thing. So I've definitely gotten good handle of how the watch does in daily use. Using the watch, it's very comfy, getting all day, and I don't have a feeling to take the watch off. So wearing this watch day to day is actually very enjoyable. The leather band is nice and comfy on your skin, and the watch itself isn't very heavy either, so you're not going to notice it on your wrist. It runs the latest version of Wear OS, so you can have a look at the pros and cons of all that, but essentially it's going to have capability with pretty much anything, including iPhones, and Wear OS is a good operating system, so I've had no hiccups there. And because of its fairly decent specs, I haven't gotten any stutters or hiccups or anything like that on Wear OS. It runs it really, really well. Except sometimes when you first start the watch up, it can be a bit hesitant, but give it a minute or so and it kind of warms up and you're fine. Now, I did tell you I'd tell you about the price a bit later. Now, because I'm in Australia, all my prices will be Australian. Without any discounts, straight from the retailer, the watch is $370 brand new. And they actually currently have a special on for I think $315, and used prices you can get for even less than that. I picked this up for only $270, and that's putting it in for the price of the watch. All things considered, the great screens, the nice watch band, the great daily use. For that price, it's an absolute steal. I wouldn't recommend any other watch for this price point, especially if you're on Android. If you're on iPhone, obviously the Apple Watch is the way to go, but Android, you're looking for a smartwatch. You're not looking to pay the $500 for a Samsung Gear or a brand new Apple Watch or something. The Ticwatch Pro is the way to go. So thanks for watching, like, subscribe, do all that good stuff, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.